Good morning, good morning. Hello, my name is Tracy and you're joining me as Knitwerks. Welcome to Knitting with me. I am still working on the body of the dark water sweater. It's a lovely color stranded knit with alpaca lace from Knitpicks, and I am loving how it's coming out. I love how soft the yarn is, but knitting a sweater on size 4 needles takes a long, long time. So I am breaking up the time with my other project, cross stitch, and I promise this is not an F. I am off of work until the new year. So I am working on my projects and trying to figure out my week. Do I want to clean? Never. Organize? Not really. Knit? Yes. What percentage of my time am I going to devote to crafts? And what percentage to things that I need to get caught up on? But we'll see. I also do have to do some work. I have to catch up, but that is based on my schedule and when I feel like it. So that's good. One last thing to worry about is when I do it and how I'm feeling while I'm doing it. Yesterday, I stayed home all day and it was quite nice. Knit a lot, not enough, and really got a lot done on the cross stitch. However, I was doing stitching in hand, which is basically where you hold the fabric and you make your X's, and it looks so much neater when I'm using my Q-snaps, my frame. So, and I haven't been using my lap stand, which I really need to because it helps with the hands and the wrist pain. I am getting older. I need more light. I need more compression gloves. I can't feel the yarn when I'm using compression gloves, so I didn't wind up using them, but that's the way it is. So what are my week's plans? Well, uh, wrapping presents, getting everything ready, having friends over the day after Christmas, so I will be cooking then, and my husband will be making something to eat for Christmas. It's just my family, my 3 kids, and my husband. So it's quiet, and it's been that way for many years. Last year we had friends over, and my daughter wound up uh, doing a screaming match, so it brought me back to my childhood Christmases. If you don't yell at somebody on Christmas, is it really Christmas? Oh, but I was getting yelled at. So I do have, like I said, I have 3 kids. 2 of them have special needs, especially my daughter. And this weekend I am going away. I will be taking respite. There is a program through an organization called A Mother's Rest where they have 2 houses, 2 properties that they own, as well as porch partners, so other properties that will make weekends available to them. And what they do is they offer these rooms at a discount. And it's a pretty steep discount considering how much 4 nights would cost. These are go from I think $95 and up for the whole weekend. It's amazing and it's just so wonderful. I've met so many people through them. It's for caretakers, adoptive parents, foster parents, those who have have people in their lives with special needs that they're taking care of. You have to provide the diagnosis. So with us, it's intellectual disability. And then they don't really verify it, but they do go ahead and accept you. And you pick out the room or you put yourself on a wait list. You go away, you can join the other people there and go out, have dinner together, go shopping together, or you can hide in your room the whole time. Hi, that's me. I always wind up getting pulled into these social situations. I don't understand it. So I will be there. They have different events too, where they'll have weekends for moms. They have weekends for dads. They have weekends for like mommy and me, where you might have children with disabilities, and then you may have a non disabled neurotypical child, and you can bring that person along with you and have some quality time. It is really difficult caring for children who have a mix of diagnosed and undiagnosed kids, because the kids who are healthy, do not have a diagnosis, do not have a disability, they don't get as much attention. So I really like that fact, and I'd love to take my middle child. Currently, we are doing skiing, so that is our mommy and me time, and we had a great time the other day. While there, I'm going to go to some yarn shops nearby. Hopefully finish the sweater. I really want this to be done by this time next week. We'll see if I get there. And hopefully decompress, because I'm so wound up. I'm a little afraid of what happens if I get through this week and I have not relaxed. Today I'm cutting the coffee in half, which is sad. No coffee cup here. No coffee cup. I already had my allotted amount. And just try to slow down, not overthink, overplan, as I'm literally planning out my projects for next year. I will do a video on what I've done this year. I've been pretty prodigious crafting. A lot of the stuff I gave away, but some of the stuff I can show you in person. And my list for next year. And I'm going to update Ravelry this weekend, and I will show you that. I also have a spreadsheet, but that's not as pretty as the Ravelry page. My goal for this year is to learn more. I wanted to do the Master Knitting Certification Program from the Knitting Guild of America. I did join that guild, and it is 3 parts. So, and it is not cheap. I think it's like $120 per part, and that is just for their shipping fees. So, imagine if they charged what it is actually worth. So, with this program, you will knit up samples, you will knit up certain projects, and you will do research papers and put all of this in a binder, ship it off, and it will be judged. And from everything I read, you will have things returned. You will have do-overs. I'm not sure my knitting skills are there. I have a feeling everything would be returned to me. So my goal over the next 6 months to a year is to improve my knitting. So, and to discover and learn new knitting techniques. For instance, gauge. I never do a gauge swatch. I never do gauge swatch. So I knit 2 sweaters without it, and they were all way too big. I knit 2 kid sweaters. One was too small, one was too big. And then I did the wasabi sweater again doing the gauge swatch. Well, I had to go down 2 needle sizes and it came out perfect. So that says a lot. And I have been knitting for about 30 years now. So I still have a great deal to learn, and that's okay. I'm working on my tension, I'm working on my processes, and this is the first strand of knitting that I've done in maybe 10 years, and it's not the greatest, so I'm hoping to do 3 of each technique. So 1 is trying it again, 2 is improving on it, and 3, hopefully, is mastering it. We may not get to mastering it, but one can hope. So I do have another Knitpicks haul coming, and I'm looking forward to that. I believe it's coming today, so that'll be exciting. And what I am planning on doing is knitting sort of a capsule wardrobe. So I bought black and white yarn, and I can use that to make plain, make a cabled item, make t-shirts, practice my stranded knitting. There are so many things I can do, and I haven't decided just yet. I'll share that with you. I'll open the box on camera and we can enjoy it together. And if you have ideas for it, I would love for you to share them in the comments. I will put some of the things that I talked about in the description. And if you ever want to find out more about A Mother's Rest, please don't hesitate to reach out. The woman who runs it is amazing, and I'm so grateful. Maybe that's another thing that I can include for next year, is to link knitting with the things that I'm grateful for. That's all for today. I will be knitting a lot, so we'll see where I am the next time I upload a video. And it has been wonderful knitting with you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Happy knitting.